They cut my head up. Maybe the money coming out. A little Black Thursday. I didn't really get into it a lot today. If it was the old days, I would be given a lobotomy because of my irrational fear of black people. Like that poor guy shaking his pipe. They cut my head up. Poor bastard. He was a pioneer, ahead of everybody. He knew it was going to happen. That's why they lobotomized him. All right, here is a woman going in for an interview, a job interview. How about that? A African-American woman. And let's see what she's doing at this job interview.
I don't care. Bitch, I'm beating your ass when I'm on site. I'm calling her now. Bitch, I'm beating your ass on site. Yeah.
Ho, pull up to the stove. Fuck that. Pull up. I want the bitch to pull up.
Bring me back. Hold on.
And I won't call the cops.
Hold on.
Ho got that 50 for them gamma 11. She need to have that money. She need them gammas.
I don't know what language that is. It was the people watching the surveillance video. Apparently, this woman came in for a job interview, and the interviewer stepped out for a moment, and the interviewee could not resist just stealing shit. Now, I don't know. Maybe this is a tactic. Maybe they do this to see if they're going to hire a fucking thief. They put something of value in the area that the interview is taking place, and then they go, beat it by the booty, I'll be back in a moment. And then they look at the camera and go, look at this piece of shit. Look at this piece of shit. Can't even keep themselves from stealing during the job interview. So I found that interesting. Maybe it's a tactic. But I also did not understand a word of what those people. Maybe the money coming out. She made mofo. And then another Black Thursday story. Fani Willis. Fani Willis is great. She was giving her lover taxpayer money. And she's in Dutch for it. She's in a bit of a jam for doing that. And she's before a committee that's questioning her about it. And much like many of the black women we see who will not accept responsibility for anything they do. My favorite, the traffic stop videos, shoplifting videos. They will be adamant that they did nothing wrong. What I do? Why are you doing this? You're doing too much. They will not accept responsibility. Well, Fanny's the same way. She is actually explaining to this committee why what she did wasn't wrong, giving her boyfriend a position in her whatever, her circle of people that was working for her to the tune of a fuckload of money for something he's not qualified for just because he fucked her. And she's got excuses. Let's watch.
I don't review those documents, so you're asking me to look at documents that I haven't for the first time. What I can tell you is that I only allowed Mr. Wade to bill 160 hours a week, and then Mr. Wade would be the first one in the office making sure that my staff arrived.
Could you pause? She let him bill 160 hours a week? Does she think she's saying something that'll get her off the hook? Her boyfriend billed 160 hours a week? How many hours are in a week? How many hours in a week, Sean?
One second.
Oh, right. There's 1 second in a week. I thought there'd be more.
Oh my God, 168.
He billed 160 hours a week, and a week has 168 hours in it. Well, he got a good 8 hours sleep. That's good. How do you justify this? How is this a defense? He billed almost the entire week. Okay, roll him.
Their behavior. They thought that 8:30 meant 8:30. He taught them that 8:30 means 7:45. He got
They were
there
on black
before
people
them.
time.
He left after him. He taught them how to do this case, and he was a leader to that team and a public servant. And for that, him, like me, has been threatened thousands of times. You want something to investigate as a legislature? Investigate how many times they've called me the N-word. Why don't you investigate that? Why don't you investigate them writing on my house? Why don't you investigate the fact that my house has been swatted? If you want something to do with your time that makes sense, and you can use all this in your campaign ad, you attacked Fani Willis. What have you done, sir? Nothing.
So I'm going to refer you to the screen. I know you said you don't approve.
I'll refer you to the screen. Automatically, the race angle has to be played. How many times I'm called the N-word? Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Yeah, you're a fraudster. You're corrupt. You're using your position of power for your own and your boyfriend's own wealth. So shut up about the N-word. You earned the N-word. You're acting like this. You're a strong, powerful black woman in a position of power, and the first thing you do is stick your hand in the till? Stick your hand in the Emmett Till? Well, you earned being called that. Sorry, it's a great insult. It's a great fucking insult. You want to really stick it to somebody? You really want to turn the screws? You want to hurt somebody because they did something that pissed you off? That's what insults are. So pull out the best. Only the best. Fucking lump of shit she is. Oh, my God. How do they still walk around with this attitude? The entitlement. The entitlement that these black women walk around with, especially these politicians that get caught in fraud and corruption. They will stand up and yell at you like you did something wrong. No fucking thought of accepting responsibility. Oh, my God.